Welcome to the Arena of the Gods. In Arena of the Gods, you step into the role of a powerful deity, commanding armies and unleashing divine evocations to prove your supremacy. Whether you're wielding the lightning of Zeus or the wisdom of Odin, your goal is the same. Reduce your opponent's health to 0 and be the last god standing. Every game begins with your choice of a god and a 50-card deck. Your god isn't just a figurehead. They are the very foundation of your strategy. Each god card lists your starting resources, which are typically a mix of market and temple buildings. Place these buildings on the battleground immediately. You also start with 20 life, 1 gold, and 1 favor. Draw until you have 5 cards in your hand, and then you're ready to begin. To fuel your war effort, you'll need resources. Gold and favor. Markets generate gold, used primarily for units and buildings, while temples generate favor, the currency for powerful evocations and mythical beings. These resources accumulate over time, but be careful. You can never hold more than 10 of any one resource. Use them or lose them to keep your momentum going. Each turn follows 3 distinct steps. Start of turn. First, resolve any start of turn abilities. Then your buildings generate resources. Finally, drawing your cards until your hand is back to 5. The main phase is where the action happens. You can play units, buildings, or supplies as long as you pay the gold and favor costs. You can also declare attacks with your units, though most units must wait 1 turn after being played before they can strike. End of turn. Resolve any end-of-turn effects. If you have cards you don't want, you can discard them to your afterlife before passing the turn to the next player. Your deck is composed of several card types. Units are your army. They are the only cards that can declare attacks. Evocations are divine tactics. Ceremonial evocations are played during your main phase for powerful one-time effects. Binding evocations stay in the field as blessings or curses, and combat evocations can be played during a battle, even on your opponent's turn, to turn the tide of a fight. Supplies and buildings provide the infrastructure and the resources needed to sustain your forces. Combat in the arena is strategic and multi-phased. When you declare an attack, you target an opponent's unit or their god. Defending players have a unique choice where once per turn, they can redirect an attack targeting one of their units towards their god instead, protecting their army at the expense of their own life. After declarations, players can play combat evocations in a back-and-forth style until both pass. Damage is dealt simultaneously based on a unit's power. If a unit's damage counters equal or exceed its health during the health check phases, it is sent to the afterlife. Remember, damage counters are permanent unless a card says otherwise. Players will continue to build up their forces and take turns waging combat against each other, dealing damage to their gods. When a player's god has no life remaining, they're out of the game. The game is over when there is only 1 god left standing in the arena. The gates are open. Choose your god, build your deck, and claim your place in the Arena of the Gods.